In yoga, a lot of times they talk about Ayurveda, which is very closely related, and I wonder if you could explain what Ayurveda is and how it relates to yoga.
Yes, Ayurveda and yoga are sciences that run parallel. Yet, Ayurveda can be looked upon and really is the foundation for yoga. Without a proper Ayurvedic footing, we don't have the foundation for stepping into yoga. When I started yoga with Swamiji, I didn't think too much about Ayurveda. Though Ayurveda was our lifestyle for the Indian family, Ayurveda is natural. You just follow certain principles and you live by it. And you don't think of it as a formal science. But then when I came to yoga, after some time, I realized that with myself and many other people around me, in spite of all the disciplines and all the practices, there were certain things that were not quite right. When people come to yoga at first, they start to pay a lot of attention to diet. And people want to become breatharians or just eat fruits or just juices or fast a lot. And it was all very sincere effort. But yet it led to some imbalances. People were not finding their way. We didn't have the proper understanding. So many years later, about 7, 8 years later, I met Dr. Ladd and I decided to do the Ayurvedic training. And that was a very big eye-opener for me, because I started to see how our basic lifestyle when I was growing up was so very full of wisdom. It was not just a haphazard thing, but we were not able to understand it because our parents said, it's good, do it. There was not a big explanation behind it. And with our Western training, all these old things are considered superstitious. Yeah, I couldn't understand what, the value of the how like things can bring about a disturbance, and how balance comes about by bringing opposites together. Ayurveda taught me this, and so with the foundation of Ayurveda, we see yoga can really blossom. Ayurveda is the foundation for yoga, and then yoga can lead you into meditation. You know, it's like a step-by-step process, yet it's not completely step-by-step in that we will say this is one step and they all bleed into each other. Yeah, as we grow in Ayurveda, we find our yoga starts to get better. As a matter of fact, in the when someone starts yoga practice, and if they're starting that practice because of health reasons or some other kind of disturbance, they actually need to practice yoga in an Ayurvedic way, understanding how they can bring Ayurveda to that practice. In other words, if someone is, say, a high pitta personality, yeah, they need to do the yoga in such a way not to aggravate more pitta, but to bring balance to it. We find people when they start doing yoga, they're very enthusiastic, and yoga, pranayama, they get very enthused and go, you know, straight, very strongly ahead. And then after a time, they end up being very vata. Yeah, they meditate and they feel they're walking on air, they become ungrounded. That is because the yoga is not practiced in the proper context for their constitution. Not until we get our constitution very well nicely balanced are we ready to go into yoga as the higher discipline of really practicing pratyahara, dharana, dhyan. Yeah, when we're balanced, then we don't have to worry so much or think so much about the food. Body has now that capacity, intelligence is awakened enough where it can work on its own. But in the beginning, we need to pay attention to the Ayurvedic principles. So together they make a really beautiful wholeness.